A season of good tidings. They misheard me and thought I said I wanted a good hiding. I've been practicing my Brummy. Yes, here goes. How ya all? How is it yam birthday again, aye? I've parked Miss Sledge dow by Derritend. Hope it dow get clamped. I hate them parking warders. Huh? Anyway. Wow, so many new faces, and a few of the old ugly ones too, I see. No heckling, please. Sadly, this year we are missing one very special person.
Many will know, Dom Madden, the founder of Heyday, passed away earlier this year. Dom's presence at the Heyday event will be missed. I remember in the first event I sat next to a lady called Jan and we looked over at Dom as they rang the bell on the bus and Dom just went into hysterics. His favourite part of Ask a Policeman. Dom was introduced to the films by his mother many years ago. A very similar story to us all. And Dom's words themselves, the Will Hay films take him away to a place where he can escape the problems he had at the time. I guess many of us can share this, as Will Hay films are an escape for us all, or a guilty pleasure. I've known Dom for many years, and when Dom became ill with motor neuron disease, we came up with a number of ideas of road trips that would take Dom on. The first of all, we went to London, and to the BFI cinema, who opened early, especially for Dom. I can remember now Dom donning a pair of headphones to watch a silent movie, and me looking bewildered at what he was doing. We then went on to see Will Hay's home, Will Hay's grave, and then the Grand Order of Water Rats showed us around their facility. I worked with Dom for many years. It was always enjoyable to work with Dom. He was a very enthusiastic individual, mad as a hatter, I would say. That's something I probably share with him. And to be honest, thinking of words to say about Dom isn't very difficult, because he's one of the nicest chaps you'll have ever met. And I think many of us here have met Dom over the years, have similar experiences of him. There's just one thing that I have to do. Dom challenged me that I had to incorporate a Stranglers record into a Will Hay event. So enjoy.
I'm suffering with motor neuron disease and there is no known cure. For those of you who don't know what it is a disease that attacks the nerves and renders the body almost useless. Most famous sufferer at the moment is Professor Stephen Hawkins.
Hello, this is Catherine, Dom's little sister, and Steve's asked me to say a few words about Dom. So I thought the best thing to do, as it's a day of laughter and finding things funny, to talk about his sense of humour. Growing up, initially, Dom's sense of humour wasn't very sophisticated, and the majority of his pocket money would be spent on the contents of a now defunct joke shop in Coventry. In fact, our joke shops anyway, I'm not too sure. But he loved things like fake dog poo, flies in sugar cubes. If you stirred your tea and a plastic fly didn't float to the top, then you felt shortchanged basically. And most famously, an exploding cigarette, which he chose to use on my poor mum Tess. But I can still remember sitting downstairs with him, waiting in anticipation for the moment of the explosion, and it didn't disappoint, nor did my mum's reaction to it disappoint. But then, obviously, as he grew up, his sense of humour developed and became a little bit more sophisticated. But we've got to thank my mum for introducing him to Will Hay, because years ago, when it used to be shown apparently early evening, I'm too young to remember this, she sat him down and she said, "You must watch this," because she'd absolutely loved it growing up in Ireland. And so that was the beginning of his lifetime love of Will Hay. But his other comedy, he loved Monty Python, he loved early funny Woody Allen. One of his guilty pleasures, he claims he watched it ironically, but he really loved it, was Terry and June. And then later on he liked League of Gentlemen, Alan Partridge, Father Ted, Count Arthur Strong. And I really want today to be about remembering Dom's laughter, because I certainly do. And looking back on the new things that he said or did, or things that we watched together, has really kept me going over these last difficult 9 months. And I think it's really important today that it might be a bit hard, but we will try to laugh as well as shed a few tears, obviously. But really hope that you enjoy today, hope that you dig deep, because there is a scary statistic on the MND website that the average person's chances of getting MND are, if you take the capacity for a cinema audience, 1 in 300 people are at a lifetime risk of developing the condition. And whilst Dom coped with it admirably and bravely and courageously, it is a hideous illness, no cure, no treatment. And if we can do anything today, and if we can dig deep and give as much as we can possibly spare, and also if we can really enjoy today, because whilst Dom's not here, that's exactly what he would want us to do, and to raise a glass and raise a laugh for a brilliant man that I'm proud to call my big brother.
Just time now to enjoy the film.